Hey guys, we're back. It's been so long, for real. It's only been like a week, but it feels like forever since we've sat down and done this. But you know what? Your finals are over. Round of applause. Congrats on surviving. You are the winner of the Hunger Games. Um, Obviously we're gonna get into some anime news, and I know we're a little late to the game, but I thought it would be funny if we shared a little bit of our Spotify Wrapped stuff because when I tell you I was shocked at what my top song was and how many times I had played it, I was just like, I was so emo during that time.
Oh, wait, neighbors totally got arrested.
Oh, really? Let me look. Ooh. Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, I can't wait to share that with my mom. But okay, yeah. So we're gonna discuss our Spotify wrap before we get into the episode, but you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all what the episode is about if you have not looked at the title of it. This is the show that started it all. This is the Avatar: The Last Airbender episode. I'm so excited to talk about it. This is a comfort show for both of the Emilys. We totally love it. I mean, we have tattoos of the show. It's just
We
amazing.
do.
We've been watching this show since we were like 5, probably around that age. Like, it's just such a good show. And I'm excited to discuss the things that I had picked for like topic discussions because I think they're pretty good answers and like questions for them. So let's get into some anime news. Emily, you start us off because you're purple.
Okay, hold on 1 second. All right, new Bungo Stray Dogs trailer is out for season 4. It's scheduled to release on January 4th.
Are you excited, Chinny?
Have fun, Chinny. Chinny, you should drop in the Discord why we are saying you should have fun.
Yes. I feel like we've kind of discussed about it, but you should give your side to your Bungo Stray Dogs journey.
If you know, you know. But anyway, Tokyo Revengers Christmas Smackdown is streaming exclusively on Disney Plus. What a title!
I don't think it's actually called Smackdown. I think I had put that because, like, literally, I had read the manga like of this, and I was just like, "This is a shit show." So, I don't want to say. Okay, it's not bad, but it's not great. But I was shocked that Disney picked it up. So I wonder how the censorship thing's gonna go since it's Disney now. I don't know. What do y'all think?
We'll keep going. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean episodes 25 through 38 are out now on Netflix. Hopefully little bro is excited about that. I'm sure she is.
I think he's excited, but he's waiting for me. I have to finish part 5 so we can start part 6.
Oh gosh, you're horrible.
I know. I'm trying so hard to catch up on stuff.
Okay, continuing. In 2023, Disney Plus is exclusively streaming Phoenix, Eden 17 anime.
I watched the trailer for this a little bit, and I was just like, looks interesting. Just Disney getting into anime. Crazy. Speaking about Disney, more Disney news. They're taking over. Looks like Disney is partnering with I can't say this for the love of my life. Okay. Kodansha. That sounded so stupid. Anyways, they're going to be releasing exclusive anime series that are based on the manga that they produce. So I recommend looking up Kodansha on like the internet, and then you can see what manga series that they produce, and then you can probably get a glimpse into what they might be producing later on. And yeah. Disney Plus, again, is also streaming, or they're going to be releasing a new series. This is for all my National Treasure people. And it's coming out on my birthday, but they're streaming a new series, National Treasure, Edge of History. December 14th was when this series is going to start streaming. I need to watch the movie again before I watch the series, but also some sad K-pop news. Hyuna and Dawn, they broke up. Love isn't real. Love is not real. Yeah. They got matching tattoos and everything. Oh Lord.
See, that's why I don't think I could ever get a matching tattoo with a significant other. I'd be so scared. I'd be so scared.
It just came out of nowhere too. I wonder like why. What?
Speaking of tattoos, I got 2 new tattoos. Let me show you all of them. And while we're at it, let me show you my avatar tattoo. It's so cold in the house though. Like it's not cold outside, but it's so cold in the house. Like I'm freezing. Okay. So I guess I'll show you guys in order of tattoos I got. So my first tattoo, it's on this arm, is my avatar tattoo.
The air glider.
It is Aang's air glider with clouds. And then I got 2 new tattoos. First one, they're still healing, so it kind of hurts when I move this up. If they look a little, they're peeling right now, so if they look a little bad, it's because they're peeling. So I got this one. This is a ghost, but it's power as a ghost.
Boo.
And then my favorite one, this is the one that's really peeling because it's a lot bigger than this one.
Inuyasha. Kagome. It's so cute.
Her
I picked that
hair-
one, right?
Yes.
Oh
You
yeah.
did pick this tattoo.
Oh yeah.
And Chinny inspired this tattoo.
Oh yeah. Look at us.
This is going to be my Are We Nerds tattoo half sleeve.
Sleep.
Half sleeve. So I don't know what to, well, I know I'm gonna get Kiki's delivery service next, but after that I don't know. So if you guys want to send in the Discord what tattoo I should get next, send it because I literally don't care. I'm like,
It was like at 200 subscribers, I will get this tattoo. The most voted tattoo. But it has to be something you've watched and like.
wait, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll
I
fucking
know
do
you
it.
would do it.
Like, oh my gosh, wait a minute.
Did Emily have an idea?
That's such a good idea. At 200 subscribers, we're at 110. At 200 subscribers, so 90 more, I will get a tattoo that you guys vote on.
Period. You heard her here first, folks. There's just 2 more things I wanted to share. The Suzume movie, I feel like everyone's like seen it or like knows of it. That's coming to theaters in the UK, the United States, and Canada on April 14th. My ass will be in the movie theater watching this because I've been wanting to watch this so bad. Also, the main dude looks really good, but he's like a chair most of the movie, so it looks so good. But and then another movie, this one's coming to Netflix on March 31st of 2023. It's the Black Clover movie. I was just thinking the other day, I was like, man, I kind of miss watching Black Clover. Like, I really enjoyed it. That was probably like one of my favorite like shonens that I had watched recently. So I'm glad that this will be coming to Netflix and I can watch it and get more stuff. But onto the Spotify Wrapped. Who wants to expose themselves first?
That bad.
All right, go ahead. Though I say, do your top artist, and then I'll do my top artist, and we can start at 5.
Me fine. I actually don't have a screenshot of all of them. I have a screenshot of my top artists and then my top 5 songs.
Yeah.
Okay. So my top artist was 17. Are we surprised? There's no surprise here.
Me too.
So
well, how many minutes did you spend listening
to them?
Yeah, because it has it at the bottom.
2,000?
2,000?
2,717 minutes.
Jesus, mine's 625 minutes. I was in the top 6% of 17 listeners this year. Your top
Crazy.
2%.
I was only top 2.
Oh my god. I think. Well, wait. You said you had your top song.
5 songs. I'll start. Are you ready? At number 5, we have "World" by 17.
Period. Mine's "Hot" by 17. That's my number 5.
My number 4, we have "Pink Venom" by Blackpink.
Man, that had like just came out too. Oh my lord. Emily. She's like, if I like it, on repeat, okay? That's funny. Oh, my number four is Do It Like This by P1 Harmony.
See,
And
I like that
I
song.
same mentality. If I like it, it's on repeat.
My number 3 song is the song I got into a car accident to. It's Cheers by 17.
The bartender. Cheers. My number three is Don't Stop by ATEEZ. I like that song. Stop, baby, don't stop. Din 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 din.
is it's da da da. It's Blah Da Da by Kepler.
No, you when that song came out, you played that a lot. So that makes sense. It's a
It's a
good song.
banger. It's a good song.
I
Kepler.
think my number two, I think this was the last season of Fruits Basket.
Yep.
It's Eden. I can't remember the band name, but it's the song Eden. It's from Fruits Basket. The song is just so good. It like just sparks something in my brain and like it never like dwindled. I'm in love with this song. It's just so like Fruits Basket. And like especially with stuff that was going on at that time, I was just like, this is so emotional.
Oh, maybe my tattoo will be a Fruits Basket tattoo. I need to get a Fruits Basket tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
My
your
number
number
one song, Hot by 17.
Hot, hot, hot. And that's where
I
the
played
1,000 minutes of 17 came.
I played it an embarrassing amount of times. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was embarrassing.
My number my number one is The Rumbling, TV size. The opening from Attack on Titan. And let me show you the statistics I have, because this was my top song, right? So this says that I played it 39 times with the most listens on January 13th, 2022.
Played it that many times. I played Hot by 17. I think it was like 220 something times.
When are you listening? But the fact that threw me off was that it was like the most listens on January 13th. That was at the beginning of the year, and this is my number one song. That knocked me out. But yeah, 17 was my top artist, and then 5 Seconds to Summer was my second, which I guess makes sense. Which one was yours?
BTS.
Oh, BTS was my number four, and then ATEEZ was number three for me. And then I was shocked that N hyphen was number five. Because I was like, it's probably that Shout song. I played that a lot too. But yeah, my top genre was K-pop. Shocker. Crazy. It was like literally all my genres. The only thing that wasn't like designated by an area for genre was like my number two, and it was pop. And then everything else was like, I think it was J-pop, and then like Korean R&B. And then I can't remember what my fifth one was, but yeah. I listened to a lot of not English music.
Same.
And yeah. I'm curious what everyone else's Spotify raps were. I feel like we should share that in the Discord. Because I want to see what everyone was listening to and who they were, like what songs and people they were listening to. But yeah, embarrassing. I can't believe it was the Rumbling. AOT had me by a chokehold at the beginning of the year, okay? So, what are you going to do? It'll probably be the same thing again. Because isn't the last season, the final season, isn't that coming out in January?
I think so.
Crazy. Anyways, we know why we're here. We're here to discuss Avatar now. So, Emily, I'm going to open up the first question to you. Why do you think that Avatar: The Last Airbender is the gateway into anime? Or a gateway?
Think that, I mean, for me personally, it was really easy to move, like, to start watching anime because I had watched Avatar so much growing up as a kid. I watched anime growing up as a kid too, but like as an adult to watch anime again, it really started when I like rewatched Avatar in college. because I'd watched it multiple, like, don't get me wrong, I'd watched it multiple times, but like I rewatched it again when it came onto Netflix and I was in college. And I just remember like being like, oh well, I should give anime a shot. So I think it just kind of like naturally happens in a way. Yeah.
I mean, like you said, the pandemic, you just saw it. I feel like on my For You page, everyone was either just getting into Avatar or because it came onto Netflix, right? During the beginning of the lockdown for everyone. So, like at that time, people were either just watching it for the first time or they were like, oh yeah, Avatar. Like, I've seen this when I was a kid. Let me just like rewatch it because, I remember it being good. And then from there, they finish it and they're like, "Oh my God, I need to watch something else like this." Like the way that the show is written, it was just so it's just such a good story with so many characters that were lovable but also complex and like suffered through like traumas, but you also had like happy moments. There was just so much to this like kids show that made it not really like a kids show. You know what I mean? Kind of
Yeah.
like a Bluey. I feel like a Bluey situation. Like
I
I
love
know it's
Bluey.
like it's written for kids, but it also appeals to adults. So I feel like with Avatar, it just really like hooked so many people that they were just like itching to have another show or like series like that. So when people were done, and this is where Netflix really balls out on the recommendation feature that they have. Obviously, it's based off of like Asian culture and stuff like that, so it probably recommended like, you know, shows from like Asian countries, anime, stuff like that. So probably recommend that stuff for people. And then people clicked on it and then they got into anime. It's such a comfort show. If you were able to rewatch it so many times, like that's a good series, or like especially with like movies and stuff. Oh, but speaking about movies, Avatar movie is coming in 2025 and it's
Yeah.
gonna be with Team Avatar when they're like young adults. It probably won't even be sad, but watch me cry in this movie. I'm gonna be like, they're back. 25 in the movie theater, just crying my eyes.
Probably. Probably.
Probably, but it's so good. Like, I don't know how else to describe the way I feel about it, except that it's so good. And if you haven't watched it, like, what are you doing? Like, get out. Well, no, finish this episode, but then go and watch it, okay? I was gonna tell them to leave, but I was like, wait, no, don't leave. But what's your favorite Avatar book?
2.
Ooh, ooh, why?
Oh, why? I don't know.
Book number 2, by the way, it's when they're in the Earth Kingdom. And some sad shit happens. So why did you pick number 2?
Listen, okay. I hope I'm not mixing my books up, but book 2 is where, yep, and no, I'm not. It's where Appa gets kidnapped, right?
Appa's Lost Days?
Yes, it's heartbreaking. But the thing is, listen, I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes when I rewatch it, I skip that part.
Skip that episode. Oh my, it's like it's like 2 episodes, I think, right?
It's so sad. It's so heart-wrenching because, like,
Are you talking about specifically the episode where he's alone in Ba Sing Se? Or whatever, like Earth Kingdom?
that one, but also when they actually kidnap him and Aang finds out.
Oh, and Aang goes into the Avatar state. Oh, it hurts so bad. I hate thinking about Aang in pain.
It hurts. But you have, like, okay, book 2 is where we get Toph.
True. Main girl. She's so cool.
So cool. Them in the Earth Kingdom is just so fun and so exciting. I don't know. It's just my favorite. Like, besides Appa's Lost Days, like, it's so
It's angsty.
good.
Adventure,
It's like if I ever want to be depressed, but like have a great time being depressed, I'm watching book 2.
oh. You get introduced to you get Earth Kingdom Zuko.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Him with that girl, and they go on that date. Oh,
I love
book 2 is so good. Book 2 is so good.
Book 2 is probably my favorite because also I think book 3 was a little rushed at the end. A little.
not as rushed as it could be, but like I think due to events that were occurring in the storyline, because Aang, he's going through so much turmoil of like what he has to do, his mission that he has to complete. Everyone's like, we have to do it now. We have to do it now. Like, the solstice is happening. Like, you got to kill him now. That like they were rushing him, and he's just like freaking the flip out that it's like it felt rushed to us. I think the rushed feeling that you might be talking about is like the end when he's fighting Firelord Ozai, and then it's like kind of just over after that. But like, I want
It's
more.
like it's literally I don't know. It's not like me saying it's rushed doesn't mean that I think it was bad. I still think it was incredible. I love book 3, but I think that's why objectively I like book 2 more than I like book 3.
There's more like to book 2.
And you just get more Cabbage Guy in book 2, and you know what? Cabbage Guy is my favorite. He's my favorite. So
I'm trying to think of what. Wow, I'm blanking on Earth Kingdom. But yeah. Oh, Leaves from the Vine. Are you kidding me? If you play that tune, I'm crying. No matter where I'm at, no matter where I hear it, Leaves from the Vine, Uncle Iroh singing it, and them dedicating to the voice actor after that because he had died. Tears. Tears all the time. Like,
and then
it's
also them opening up the tea shop in the Earth Kingdom. I love
Iroh. Uncle Iroh. Speaking about Uncle Iroh, we took a picture with the Uncle Iroh at Anime Weekend. I was like, it's Uncle Iroh! And then he was like brewing tea. He had his tea kettle and packets of tea that you could pick. And he would make tea for you. I thought that was funny. But my favorite book out of them, it's gotta be book 3. The last one. Y'all, I keep saying this, but it's so good. This is like the climax of the story is approaching. Like I said, Aang is struggling with what he has to do. Everyone's telling him, like, you have to do this to bring peace to the world. You have to kill him. Airbenders, if you know, they're pretty peaceful people. They don't want to kill, especially like the Avatar. And like he's just struggling with himself and having to kill Fire Lord Ozai. But then, another character that has a lot of character development in this book is Zuko. Are you kidding? He's finally starting to shift to the good side. He's like having so many conversations in his head about like how he's going to join Team Avatar because, one, he's been trying to like kidnap Aang this whole time. He sent an assassin after them. Sparky Sparky Boom Man. He's just been doing so much hateful and like dangerous stuff to Team Avatar, but now he sees like because he like regains his honor back, right? And so then he gets invited back to his the palace. His dad's like accepting him. He's like a prince, but he's not happy. He's not happy with where he's at. He has no value in his life being that prince in that setting. So he's like, and he throughout all this he's experiencing since he was banished firsthand like what is happening in the world. He sees the negative stuff and the harmful things that the Fire Nation, his nation, is doing to these people. So I think when he finally gets to that moment, that's him just like, I need to do something about this. So then him joining Team Avatar, wonderful. Literally what he says, why am I so bad at being good? That was my senior quote. Everything about Zuko in book 3 is just so good. But and the Fire Nation outfits for Team Avatar, are you kidding? Katara looks so cool. I love Toph in red. I loved. Oh, doesn't in this book like book 3?
The painted lady.
Oh, well, we got that, but no, Sokka, her brother. Oh, what the fuck is Sokka? Okay, sorry, I'm thinking about the British football player. I'm like, that can't be. Okay, he meets his master, right?
Yes.
In book 3?
I think so.
Freaking space sword. Oh my God. Like he finally has a master. I was so happy for him. And like this. Oh, and let's not forget the best fights happen in book 3. You got Zuko and Katar, not Katara's. Fuck. Well, she was there, but Zuko and Azula's Agni Kai. Oh, the soundtrack was so angsty when they were fighting each other, and the huge red flames meeting Azula's blue flames, and just the angst that's all behind because you know their upbringing and how they don't like each other as siblings. All that happens. It's wonderful. And then you got Aang fighting Fire Lord Ozai. I was worried for Aang for a second, but I was like, they can't kill him. And then obviously he wins. I mean, the show's been out for so long. I don't care about spoiling it for people that haven't seen it because why have you not seen it? That's my question to you guys. But yeah, so emotional, so intense. It's so good. I love everything about it. Yes.
I felt like I had to raise my hand to talk. This doesn't take away from book 1, though. Book 1 is so good.
Yes.
The whole, like, oh my gosh, the whole when Sokka's girlfriend just like
Princess Yue. Girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy.
turned into the moon. That is just, oh my gosh. And like the whole like fight scene, like how like everything like starts climaxing when they come to the water tribe, and it's just like,
oh, when Aang goes into the Avatar state and like literally General Zhao, he like kills one of the koi fish. I can't remember if it was Tui or Law, the white one.
I don't
Tui.
remember the name.
I think it's Tui. Oh. I was like, no.
Really, took it out of the water, right?
Yeah, he stabbed it, and then the moon went away, and I was like, "What have you done?" And then it was just so much was happening.
And then she
Aang going into the Avatar
moon.
state, and then she turned to the moon. But like, it's just really cool because that's not the first time that Aang went into the Avatar state, but like that was the first time that he went into the Avatar state where he was like meaning business. He like was that huge koi fish thing, and he was just like, wapoom, wapoom. Fire Nation could do nothing. Aang was
You want to rewatch Avatar? I just rewatched it this year, and I'm like,
no, listen, I was low-key thinking, I've been telling myself because I knew we were going to talk about this. I was like, I should rewatch it because like, what if that helps me get back into anime again? Like, actually, just like, this is like a prep course of sitting down and binging episodes so that I can sit down and binge like the anime episodes that I need to. I don't know. It's been a while since I rewatched it. It's been 2 years, which is usually what happens. I do like 2-year breaks and then I kind of like rewatch it again. So maybe I'll watch it during grad school when like I don't really have to pay attention, but I need a break from something, you know? But yeah. Book ones, they're also good, but like I just think emotionally for me, I'm more attached to book 3 because so much is happening that's like really important to the story, and then like the characters are all going through so much that it's just like so good, hurts so good. Who's your favorite character, or do you have favorite characters?
Oh, my favorite character is Aang. I mean, I literally got a tattoo for him. I got his air glider. Aang is my favorite character. I also am an airbender, like 100%, 100% I'm an airbender.
Yeah.
And then also, like, I'm also an air sign. I'm an Aquarius, so everything. I just love Aang so much. His character development throughout the show, and I love how... his character development, sorry.
Sorry, Mom.
He makes fun of us for saying that all the time. But anyway, his character development throughout the show, he starts off as this, like, I mean, he's still a kid, but he starts off as this really, like, weak kid who doesn't really know how to be the Avatar. But there's so much...
want to be.
Yeah, but there's so much expected of him because he is the Avatar, and so many people are, like, waiting for him to come, and they expect him to just liberate them from the Fire Nation, and he has this weight on his shoulders that he just can't, like, seem to get off. And so I love him so much, and the way that he spares the Fire Lord at the end, he doesn't kill him. He's like, I can't do that. Just like, I love him.
Speaking about that, that was just also really cool to get into more of the spiritual stuff that happened in book 3 when he meets the lion turtle and he's like meeting all the other avatars, like having like basically like council meetings with them. Like, what do I do? Like, what would you do in this situation? Like, how do I don't want to kill the Fire Lord. Like, what do I do to help everyone, but like also be there for myself and do what I want? Like, I think that was really strong of him to like put himself first as well, but also still think about everyone else because he knows that the Fire Lord is bad, but he doesn't want to kill him. So I think that was like a really good thing that he did. But uh Avatar Kyoshi, she was like, kill him. It's the only thing you can do. And I'm like,
She was on to kill
badass.
him.
She's like, I killed my dude. Why can't you kill your dude? You're me,
Yeah.
kind of. My favorite character is Zuko. The character development? He's just such a complex and well-written character that I think, like, throughout this whole story, I enjoyed, this is gonna sound really bad, I enjoyed seeing him suffer and struggle with himself because it felt good to see him work it all out at the end. It felt good to see him, like, deep down, he's always been a good, like, he's always had good, like, tendencies and, like, characteristics. Because even though he would be mean to people because he thought he was above everyone when he, like, was in the Fire Nation, he still didn't go, like, the extra crazy step that, like, his sister would do. He still, like, was pretty nice to his subjects. As in, like, he didn't kill them or banish them or that type of stuff. But, like, he cares about people deep down, but he was just struggling with a lot of, like, you know, my honor, and then, like, everything else that had happened to him. He was just trying to find his way. But, um, yeah, the trauma that molded him as a kid and his horrible relationship with his deadbeat dad. Ugh, it's, he would do anything to, like, prove his worth. And I think that's a somewhat decent characteristic to have, but the way that he was going about it was very aggressive and like not good. It was not healthy, but he totally embodies the characteristics of a firebender. Kudos to Zuko. I'm so excited to see him as a young adult. Yeah. I will say Zuko was one of my childhood crushes. I'll just point that out right now. I mean, how could he not be for
Wow,
anyone?
so shocked.
So shocked. But okay, you said Aang's your favorite character, so is he your favorite Avatar as well?
Yes.
Yeah, same. I would say so just because of we got more of his life story and like all that stuff like animated that I would pick him. But when Legend of Korra came out and they went into the whole like first Avatar and they had those episodes of Avatar 1, I was like, he is so cool. So Avatar 1 is like I don't want to say he's tied to Aang, but he's like a close. He's like second. He's just Legend of Korra. We're not going to get into it, but we could get into it. So tell
It's
it
not.
if you want to talk about it. Join the Discord, and we'll have a Legend of Korra discussion. But I feel like you've already kind of answered this, but I feel like you could maybe go into more detail. But like, what type of bender would you be, and why?
Are you kidding me? I think you
Yeah.
should explain why I would be an airbender. I think you know me very, very well, so
You are not the type of person to like go straight into like aggressive tendencies or like you're a very like nice person. Like that's your nature. You were very nice. And I don't want to say you're not like a pushover, but like you're not confrontational. You know what I mean? Aang, I feel like if he wasn't the Avatar, he wouldn't have been as confrontational as he was, but it was kind of his duty to like do so. Um,
when I need to be though.
yes. when you need to be, which is like what Aang did. Um, yeah, you're very nice. Um, you love nature, as in like you totally chose to change your whole diet. Well, not this is the only reason why, but like you care about like animals and stuff in the environment.
Yes, I'm
So
a vegetarian, just like the airbenders were.
she's an airbender by diet. Um, yeah, I I'm trying to think of more characteristics of like airbenders and like Aang.
Damn.
Aang
Okay.
thought he was funny.
Shut the fuck up.
Um, very friendly. Um,
Me just told you to shut the fuck up. You're very friendly.
not that I made fun of you. You're confrontational when you have to be. Um, okay, yeah, you're friendly. Are airbenders outgoing? Like, would you say they're outgoing?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say
Yeah,
Aang is.
they're very like philosophical and like intellectual people, I will say, which is like you as well. You enjoy learning and like help like teaching people. And I feel like the airbenders are very like educational people and they just want to help people. And I feel like you want to help people too. And yeah. But they'll fight when they have to, and that's what the airbenders did, even though they totally got wiped out. But
I
they
mean,
tried, okay?
they
And
tried
that's
their
what
best.
counts. Well, now, okay, because I was having a hard time trying to pick like why I was a firebender. Like Dana says that I'm a firebender because I'm mean.
You are mean. I would say that you're fine. You're mean. You're feisty. You're wow. This sounds like a dig at you. You're so mean. You're so feisty.
No, I know I'm mean. Like y'all, I'm really not that good of a person.
um, you're
That's just
mean.
because a
You're
lot of people annoy
feisty.
me.
You get annoyed so easily, though. You have like no patience.
No,
Just just like the
very
fire.
aggressive.
Yes. Whenever you want to do something, like I don't know how to explain this, but you just like you do it so aggressively. Like
Jump
everything
head first.
you do so aggressively. And it's not a bad thing. Like they're not bad qualities. You just I think this is the best way, and this is not a dig at you, but the best way I can say this is firebenders have good intentions, but they go about it the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't think about it. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But I don't really put much thought into it.
Which is like, oh, come on, come on. And
Yeah,
that's just how I feel about firebenders. I'm like, come on.
yeah. No, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. But yeah, Dana was like, "You're a firebender because you're mean." Like, and the firebenders are depicted. And when okay, no, not the firebenders. I want to say the Fire Nation. So the people that like um work in like all the military operation stuff and like the generals and like their government. They're the villains, right? But not all firebenders are evil. Not all of them are villains, okay? So that's why I said they're depicted as that, but like I wouldn't be a villain. I'm not the villain. But
No, you can be the villain.
people can make a villain out of me if they push my buttons. So Emily is very like there for people and like well, yada yada yada. I people don't come to me for advice because they've learned that that I'm gonna lay it down like straight. And I don't fluff it. I don't fluff it. Like if you're being dumb, I'm gonna tell you to your face that you're being stupid. So that's why sometimes I don't confront my friends because I know that I would no longer be friends with them because I would be seen as very, very mean and aggressive towards them. So I'm saving my friendship by like just not even interacting or like just shutting up.
Whenever she's in a bad mood, she'll be like, I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, you're not okay because you're just sitting there quietly and not saying anything. I was like, I can feel the anger radiating from your body right now.
Like heat, it's like fire coming off of me.
Literally.
But
The firebender.
also with firebenders, they're the only bender out of the four that like actually create their element from their bodies. So I feel like I'm a very creative person, very artistic and stuff like that. So that'd be me. Also, I'm not really gonna kill people, but I would kill to save my friends. And I feel like firebenders are the same.
Wouldn't. That's the
I
thing.
would kill to save you, Emily. I would kill to save you. Like, if this was like a post-apocalyptic and people were coming for us and we had our own little village, I wouldn't hesitate.
The thing is I would so hesitate. I'd be like, my conscience could not let me do that.
I'm like, they're in my space? Gone. I just saved you.
That is too funny. Okay, next question.
But yeah, oh yeah, we do have, okay, Katang or Zutara.
Katang, 100%. Why? Because it was meant to be, and no one could argue with me. Argue with a wall. It's meant to be.
Okay, I feel like a lot of people don't like Katang because Katara is older. But then
what?
You can bring
with the woman be older. And also, technically, he's like 100-something years old. So, like,
yes.
you can
yes.
kindly go away. Kindly go away.
I'm gonna bring up this question into the Discord because I want to see Dana like fight for her life to prove that it's supposed to be Zutara.
Get it? I literally don't get it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. They don't.
They had their moments,
but I didn't.
They had a moment,
but I never thought of their moments as romantic moments.
No, me either. They had moments where people could depict it that way. Well, also, I never really liked Zuko with May.
Don't think Zuko had a match
with anyone. Well, obviously he did because he produced babies, not him himself, but like he helped. He helped produce babies because obviously you can see in Legend of Korra, you have his grandson in there and everything, and he has his daughter, which is like the firebender council person in the I can't forget. I don't remember what the city is called. Where everyone's at. But obviously he got it down because he lives with someone. Well, I don't think it was May. I could be wrong.
I think it was May.
I never really liked it. Yeah, I wanted him to be with the Earthbender girl. Yeah, it can't be Zutara. It was meant to be Katara and Aang. That is how it is written. Point blank. Period.
There's literally no argument. Like, any argument that anyone tries to come up with me, I'm like, that's invalid. Like, no. That's the one thing that I usually am a very patient person, but when it comes to Katang, I'm like, no. It was only meant to be them.
Aang was so stupid. I'm just thinking I'm thinking about the secret tunnel scene. And
He's
just like
so in love with her.
I know. He's so cute when it comes to him trying to like be with Katara, but like them in the secret tunnel. Two lovers forbidden from one another. Also, just Avatar has the most like iconic songs. Yeah. Yeah, it's Katang for me. I don't know how I could prove it though. Like it's just like it's meant to be. That's like all I can say about it. And he really cares about her, and she cares about him, and they had beautiful children, and kind of lived happily ever after.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off because if I don't cut you off, we're gonna keep talking about this for hours.
Oh, no, that was all I had to say.
And my
I was like, I literally don't know what else to say.
Back and neck hurts because I'm still injured.
But yeah, I'm glad that we're back. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. I just want to thank everyone that has listened so far and has seen our other episodes, liked and subscribed, listened to us on the other platforms that we have our podcast on, which is Spotify and Anchor. Thank you so much because it was really fun to see our Spotify Wrapped stuff. 7 countries. We're Mr. Worldwide Handsome.
The Worldwide Handsome.
I love it. Thank you so much to our international fans and then our fans in the US. We really appreciate everyone. So thank you so much for supporting. I'm glad that we're back. We have a bunch of fun stuff planned for the rest of the year, and then 2023 is coming around. So I'm excited.
I really appreciate everyone. I really appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys next week. Follow us on Spotify, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, at 200 subscribers, I'll get a new tattoo.
Yeah, you heard it here, folks.
And follow us on TikTok. We're almost at 1,100 subscribers. 1,100 followers. And yeah, follow us on Instagram. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Two lovers forbidden from one another. War divides their people. I can't remember the rest. Sacred tunnel.